night city gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Rebels will kick it away to start. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Now improvising. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Dozier. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Mountaineers have this offense rolling. From the gun. Give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Dozier. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dot.
Looking for the end zone. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
Running back searching for a hole. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
In college football, you see this a ton now, and you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. He's going to keep it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. That's caught. It's Hale. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick pass on the jet motion. Hard running there. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Now, 4th down.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time, but, I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this, and listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
Finds a crease at the 20. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Give to the single back. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNLV.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Quickly complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's straight downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he can get a first down.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
On third down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, App State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Extra point here will tie the game. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He might want another play. Toss to the outside. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. Tight end now in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This offense has been money on fourth down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field. The give to the back.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Rebels. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Virginia Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Allen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Lawson. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Allen. Past the 30. Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Had to throw it before he wanted.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, App State.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. Has to let this one go off his back foot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Moves around to clear up the vision. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that.
He's going to fire deep. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
Really poised by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Beasley. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, UNLV.
The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Slings it. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Mountaineers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rebels offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now what you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Irvin. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Motion from the wide receiver. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. It's Beasley. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be fourth and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
To the air on second down. Dumps it to the back. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Here's the pressure. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And now they take the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Rebels looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. There he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
At the 16-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the tight end. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they decide to trot out the kicker.
On the field goal.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the kick is good. And guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This drive started from their own 26. They'll move the wide receiver. Takes the handoff. It's Allen. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll toss it to the left. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. The ball's free. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Man, that's a great job by the defense, swarming the football, creating the turnover. Oh, it wasn't a turnover. What a lucky bounce back to the offense. Great job by the defense. Just keep doing that. Keep hitting it. Keep getting that football out. You'll get some of those breaks later on down the road.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Mountaineers are flying down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Allen. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense, locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. Sends it back in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Appalachian State! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to add another.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hale. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball. And I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
The give from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their face.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He'll take the deep shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on third down. He rifles one deep down the middle. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's reeled in. It's Williams. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw it. He tries to take the top off. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Caught near the sideline, it's Beasley.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking for his man. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. To the air on first down. Looking for the score. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They go 83 yards on the drive. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Appalachian State regains possession of the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their time.
Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
From the gun. Tight end finds a soft spot. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the one. He just couldn't get it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Beasley. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hale. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed. There he is, scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Wants to throw again. fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. That will be enough to move the chains and get them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. On the run, still looking. And he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. So it's an 80-yard drive. 35 seconds remaining. They'll line up the onside kick to try to pull this thing out.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.